everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review of Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle, directed by Serkis, starring him, Cate Blanchett, Christian Bale, Benedict Cumberbatch, Naomie Harris, Rohan, and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, a human child raised by wolves must face off against a menacing tiger named Shere Khan, as well as his own origins. I was interested for this film because we recently just had a Jungle Book film that came out in 2016, directed by Jon Favreau, the live-action remake of the 1967 classic film. It's really a good film. Jon Favreau did a fantastic job with the CGI, making the animals look real. I recommend you checking out if you have not seen that film yet. And so when I heard that we're getting another live-action Jungle Book, I was like, what? It was kind of because like I said, the 2016 one is just so recent. So why do we need another one? But when I heard that Serkis is going to direct it, I was like, oh, this could be something different and special. So, but I'm an Serkis fan, so for me, I was excited because I thought he did a fantastic job as Caesar from the Planet of the Apes trilogy with the motion capture and all. And I thought he did a fantastic job in Black Panther. So from seeing him on TV, he seems like a very nice guy when like in interviews and stuff. So I would like to meet him one day and shake his hand and ask him a lot of questions because he's one of the very underrated actors in Hollywood. And so I was really looking forward to him directing this film to see what he was going to bring to the table. And also from the interview, he said that there's not going to be any singing in it. So this Jungle Book has no songs in it, and that kind of made me uneasy because the Jungle Books I've seen, I love the songs in it, like "And for the Bears Necessities." I love that song, and I love the other songs with King Louie, "I Want to Be Like You." So that wasn't going to be in it, so I was like, no. But there have been so many of Jungle Book films, like the 1994, if I'm not mistaken, the one that came out, I think, that 1994. Correct me on the context if I'm wrong on that date. But pretty much there's so many Jungle Book films. And when I heard then this was supposed to come out in theaters, and it went to Netflix, so I watched it on Netflix. And what did I think about it? I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad movie. Now, it has some issues, which I will go in depth on my review, but I don't think this is a bad movie. It's got mixed reviews on it. But let me talk about the good things about this movie. One of the things I like, which pretty much the concept, Shere Khan doesn't want this kid in the jungle. He hates man, which if you've been knowing the Jungle Book films or read the book by now about the Jungle Book, you know Shere Khan is the main antagonist, and Mowgli is kind of gotten raised by wolves and everything. And that's pretty much where the story is for this film. And one of the things I do like about this, where it goes in depth of, is where we have our main wolf leader, Akela, and Bagheera and them are trying to figure out what they do with the man cub. And they said take him to the man village. But when Bagheera, voiced by Christian Bale, tells Mowgli that, Mowgli does not want to go to the man village at all. And that's where the story gets very interesting, because after when Mowgli doesn't want to go, then they say he has to be part of the wolf pack, but to be part of the pack, he has to do a challenge and going through a trial and stuff. And that's really the part I really was getting invested in, because I'm like, what kind of challenge does Mowgli have to do to be part of the jungle? Because it's not easy for Mowgli. From the other Jungle Books, it's kind of fluffed a little bit, like people want him in the jungle, but pretty much there is one particular animal that wants him in the jungle. His mother, which is voiced by Naomie Harris, his mom basically wants him to stay in the jungle and stuff because she raised him. But Shere Khan is around, so he has to take the challenge to be part of the jungle. And that was really, really good. It added so much depth. The whole dialogue of that, where that scenes was going on, was very good in here. And it just was powerful. I just couldn't believe how the writers did a phenomenal job of showing much depth. And it's almost like the animals were humanized and stuff. So it was really good. Those parts really good. And the challenges and stuff what Mowgli had to do was really great. And that comes from the acting of Rohan, and he does a fantastic job. I know people watch his other films. I haven't seen the other films he played in, but my God, this is my first time seeing him, and he excels. This is like, I'm really thinking that he did a better job of Mowgli than the one in Jon Favreau's version. The one in Jon Favreau's version did really good, but here this kid did a phenomenal job. It's far as like child actors in this day in 2018, he did the best. I mean, I just couldn't believe like the way he gives the emotion depths and the anger in certain parts of the film. You actually felt like there was a real Mowgli, like trying to fight for survival and stuff when like he's in danger of Shere Khan and everything else and the challenges. It really goes in depth, and it really is like it was really like indulging. Like you really like felt invested to his character the whole time, and you actually care for the character. That's what I really like about his acting. He gets 2 thumbs up. He did a freaking phenomenal job. There's other things too about this film. I really like what they do with him, with Mowgli character. I like we see him with the nature and the animals and stuff. It's the second part of the film where we really see like him with the humans and all that, and that really does go in depth too. We see where Mowgli shows motions like something happens, which I won't spoil in it, but what Mowgli sees because something where he has like where he goes into like in a argument with one of the animal friends. Then later on in the film, we see something that hits me hard that I couldn't believe what I saw. It was so shocking. I was like, and Mowgli shows so emotions for that, and it really it's that moment where you see that part of Mowgli where he sees like what the hunter does and stuff, what a man does, and what led on to that is what Mowgli does something is like in the middle of the film, it was just like a turn point. I was like, oh. And it really got like there where I was like, I just wanted to see more what could happen, what could he say. So basically the story was really good. I thought those are the parts that really worked well in this film. Let's get on to the motion capture and the CGI. CGI for the most part is good. When I saw the trailer, it kind of like uneasy for me. I was like, I don't know. But it was really good. It was good. It just some parts of the movie, it was like kind of questionable. I was like, I don't know. It was just some parts that just kind of looked like, didn't look real and all. But overall, some of the animals did look real. Like Bagheera still looks great. But I don't think it beats the Jon Favreau's Jungle Book CGI. So the CGI in that was really, really great. Here, it was good. So I'll say it's not too far from Jon Favreau's version. It's like a little bit right there. But it was good for the most part. And the motion capture, since Andy Serkis directed, he wanted the actors do the face and stuff. It really paid off here. I really felt like those animals really was moving their mouths and stuff. Baloo was kind of like one of the characters that had kind of like a weird face, but it worked for the most part because Andy Serkis did do the motion capture of Baloo. So I think Andy Serkis was great as Baloo. I think he did a fantastic job. Christian Bale did a fantastic job as Bagheera, and Benedict Cumberbatch with the face and stuff. They do well. Let me get on with their voices. Now, Benedict Cumberbatch as Shere Khan does a fantastic job. I really felt like I had chills down my spine every time when he talked to Shere Khan. It was feared, and basically, I wish Benedict Cumberbatch did the voice of Scar in the live action Lion King, but pretty much I'll give Showtime AJ4 a chance. That was not boy, but Benedict did a fantastic job as Shere Khan, as well as Christian Bale as Bagheera did a great job. Naomie Harris did a great job as Mowgli's mother. I thought she was really good. She's one of my favorite actresses. Cate Blanchett as Cate. In the beginning of the film, I was kind of uneasy because she was giving narrations and telling Mowgli about the jungle. I was kind of feared for that because in the beginning of the film, it was like over exaggerated a little bit for me. I think she did a little bit better than Scarlett Johansson's Cate in the Jungle Book in the Jon Favreau version, but that's nothing against that. I thought it was a little bit more better. It just, she gave more like levity to this character, Cate, so I'd say it was good for the most part. I'd say Cate Blanchett does a fantastic job as Cate. Now let me get on to the Jungle Book. Is there anything fun for kids and stuff? I won't say that. This film really goes serious. There's some scenes that were just kind of like, whoa, that can like actually can fear kids. So if you have kids that young, I don't recommend them seeing this. If they can handle it, fine. If they can't handle scary stuff, then this one will probably terrify you. There's some scenes that actually shocked me, that the direction they were going for this film, that really like blew me away. I couldn't believe they went for that. I was like, whoa. Now some of the John Favreau version had that part. It has some stuff in that, but not much like this one. This one was like, whoa, they really went for it. And I was just really blown away. For me as an adult, I really like that. That's the part that really surprised me about this film. It's almost like it really showed you fear. And when I was watching, I thought if I was in the jungle, I was like, whoa. I would be in terrifying mode. I was just like, oh my God, this could be real. Because if you're in the wilderness, there's not much going to be a fun place and all here and there. So, you know pretty much there's nothing that you pretty much know you're not safe. So that's one of the parts I really thought really worked in this film. So all that, the terrifying modes really gave me chills. I just like, this is not really going to be safe at all. Now the things I really liked in this film is the way the camera angles was going for this film, the camera shots. This is really done well. There was not much shaky camera stuff in this film. The way the camera angles was going and the movements, it was really good. I say all that was fantastic. There's not like one shot that I had a problem with in this film. There's some other characters I've got to mention. Shere Khan has this sidekick character that's kind of like was like a hyena base. It kind of like a comic relief. He was a little bit funny here and there, but it really paid off. So I say that really worked well here in this film. So that's one of the parts I say. All right, everything else is good. The other parts I had issues with in this film pretty much is I want to see more characters fleshed out. Like Benedict Cumberbatch was great as Shere Khan, like I said. I just want to see him getting a little bit more screen time. But since this is about Mowgli, I can understand that part. But I wanted to see more. And then in the third act, it's kind of like one of the parts that was weak in this film. Because the movie's about an hour and 44 minutes. And I could have easily seen seen like a 2-hour version of it. But that third act was just kind of like just cut away. And it was, in the third act had like, could have been like the most eventful thing. Like, because it was like battles going on. But it just kind of like cut short. But overall, it doesn't kill this movie. I really think this movie was fantastic. I recommend you checking it out on Netflix. It's still there. And I really recommend you checking it out. This, I don't know why it has mixed reviews. I think it's like a 52 on Rotten Tomatoes right now, if I'm not mistaken. But it's really fantastic. If you're a grown-up, I say check it out. And I say make sure if your kids can see it, because I don't know, like I said, there's some parts in it. But fantastic all around the board. I want to give this film a B+. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the film, what you like about it. Let me know. Anyways, what's your favorite Jungle Book film? Let me know. I would love to know that. Me, I still love the 1967 version. It's still one of my favorites. And the John Favreau one was good. And there's the other one I think came out in 1994. So let me know what's your favorite Jungle Book film. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button. That's how I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.